Do you know for sure that they never received a check?
Mm-hmm. They verified that with us.
Have you paid the outstanding invoice?
Yes, $3,000.
So you have paid American Med Lasers?
Yes, he called me and said, you know what, I hope you get your money back, but I have to
Not
get
my
paid.
problem.
Yeah, and I understand that, so,
Okay.
so I held out.
And do you know that the check was never cashed?
It was not cashed. But let me add on to that.
Yeah.
We didn't even like canceled it because we want to make sure they get the payment.
So why has this issue not, in fact, already been resolved by a subsequent agreement to accept $3,000 and go your own way?
I did.
Yeah.
I gave them an option. If you look in Exhibit E,
Yeah.
I gave them an option, and they chose $3,000. I mean, I emailed and contacted and contacted.
Right. So why are you suing for $5,000 instead of just $3,000 if the agreement was to settle this matter for $3,000?
Because the travel expense going down there. I'm not trying to get the labor costs back. I just want the money back for the 2 lasers that weren't correctly fixed.
And would $3,000 do that?
I mean, that'll get us semi-whole.
That was what you accepted to resolve this entire dispute.
In the beginning, yeah.
Initially.
And then with no response, nothing, I'm like, you know what? I just want to get everything back, you know? Because we need the lasers, you know?
Okay,
And
I have what I need.
How soon after you got the laser machines back to your premises in San Jose, did you discover that they, according to you, weren't repaired properly?
that same month, because we had session.
And what was it that was wrong with them?
Our laser nurse noticed that the power just wasn't generating enough. And there's a certain thing, there's whiteness that turns when it hits the skin. It kind of clouds it, and it just wasn't gaining enough power.
And the new firm that you got to do work, what did they do? What did they fix?
He increased the power by doing a calibration with the proper software.
What does that mean?
How do I explain?
Well, what does it mean?
Your Honor, it's pretty simple. A laser is pretty smart wherein if there's an issue with the laser, it's gonna throw off error codes. If there's something in an error code, then you can't pass it. It's very visual. That says it's not working. It's like telling you, hey, my machine's not working. And that's why I could say that did not happen when he picked up the laser.
So when he picked up the laser, you did the test in his presence, in the plaintiff's presence.
My technician did.
And none of the test results indicated in any way that there was something wrong with the calibration or whatever.
That is correct, Your Honor. And let me add something. Like I said, laser is like energy of light, correct? With 2 mirrors. The moment it gets off, you're not getting the full circle, you're losing power, plain and simple.
And what exactly did the new company do?
He did a calibration with the correct software. I did get a calibration report.
What does it show?
A whole bunch of numbers that I don't understand. But the nurses, they tested it and it works.
All right.
And they charged you a total of $3,000.
Yeah, flat fee of $3,000.
And they got your lasers and they work now.
They got both the lasers to work.
Great.
Correct.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I'd like to admit this. So this is the invoice. So now that I had the chance to look at their invoice, it says found
Whose invoice are we talking
from
about?
American, where the company is
Yes.
states. So it's kind of fishy because first it says you found the beam clipping, so it means the beam is not full, which means it's misaligned. And here's the part that I got worried. They're telling him to replace the flash lamp that we replaced. It says on the recommendation. So you see what people will try to do to discredit.
All right.
Oh,
Officer Montano, could you grab that
We'll
for
take
us?
a look at it.
Yes, Your Honor.
And we will resolve the case for both. All right? Parties are excused while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you both very much. It would be very difficult for me, because I'm technologically challenged, to analyze whether there was malpractice in essence here by the defendant. However, I think that the litigants presented to us the disposition, and in a clean way, in the sense that the defendant agreed to be responsible for the $3,000 without admitting that he was negligent in any way. And the plaintiff had already agreed to that. That, to me, represented what we would call an accord and satisfaction in the issue, and that should resolve it.
I'm satisfied.
So I would give it 3,000.
Yeah, no satisfaction yet, but today our verdict will be satisfaction.
Great. Yep.
Yes, I think if the plaintiff had offered $3,000, we couldn't hold him to that if it was not accepted.
Right.
But it was offered and accepted, and apparently a check may be mailed, maybe not. So I think that is an enforceable contract.
Yeah.
Offer, acceptance, consideration, we have it all.
Yeah, and I love when the litigants provide us a solution.
Yeah.
And they did. So I think 3,000
Great.
is fair.
We have a verdict. It's unanimous.